Finals are now over and Christmas break is here, but before these two teams turn their focus on the upcoming holiday, the gifts, the family gathering, the food, whatever else is going on, there's a basketball game to be played. Bella Vista and Union Mine, they both participated in the Winter Madness tournament last week up in El Dorado Hills at Union Mine High School, but their paths did not cross. Tonight they will cross right here on the hardwood at Bella Vista High School. For Union Mine, this year has been a struggle after an 18-1 campaign last year, 7-3 in the Sierra Valley Conference and a trip to the Sac Joaquin section playoffs that ended in a first-round loss. The Diamondbacks are just 2-8 this year with a good portion of last year's team back, but no seniors on the team. Everybody who returns from last year for Union Mine were sophomores and are juniors now. Union Mine lost their first 5 games of the year. Their 2 wins came against John Adams Academy of Roseville Lincoln and John Adams Academy of El Dorado Hills. The second of those 2 wins was in the first round of last weekend's tournament. Now for Bella Vista, prior to the tournament last weekend, they had won just 2 out of 7, but had a pretty good run at Union Mine last weekend, taking 2 of their 3 games and placing 3rd. For Bella Vista, though, the big news is the injury suffered by Ava Jensen late in Tuesday's loss to West Park, where she injured her ankle and will not play tonight. In fact, it is a high ankle sprain. We'll talk a little bit more about that as we go along. She's been on a stretch of 9 straight games with double-digit rebounds since returning for a finger injury earlier, and has also had a few big scoring games, including last Tuesday, where she went for 15 points and about 15 rebounds before the injury. It's 2 teams, both in search of a win tonight, hoping to enter the Christmas break on a positive note. Union Mine and Bella Vista coming up right here on BV Live Sports. Hello everybody, George Tharlson, Scott Hackman with you. Welcome to Bella Vista Basketball on BV Live Sports. You can hear the music in the background. You saw some of the players warming up. It is time for one more game before the Christmas break, and it's going to be interesting for Bella Vista tonight. They're going to have to overcome the loss of Ava Jensen and see who it's going to be tonight that picks up that rebounding slack.
That's it. That's going to be the theme for tonight. I'm excited to see these Bella Vista Broncos play a 2-8 Union Mine team. Hopefully the Broncos play well tonight. And to your point, hopefully Mackenzie Dean steps up and fills in some of that rebounding void from Ava. It's good to see Coach Stewart out there actually warming up with the girls, showing them how it's done. It's going to be a fun night.
In addition, Coach Stewart has actually issued a challenge to both Emma Givens and Paige Hackman to step in and get those rebounds tonight, because Mackenzie Dean, she can certainly rebound, but she can't do it all. She needs help. And so specific challenges have been laid.
I love that. Yeah, Stewart is all about building goals and making challenges. So it's good to see. I do think Emma is a good person to step up along with Mackenzie. And, yeah, Paige Hackman on the defensive end, definitely going to pick it up. I know they got both a heck of a cheering section here for them both tonight, so it's exciting.
Am I presuming that there might be extra family in town for Christmas or something like that?
There is family.
All
Then
right.
also, it's exciting. I can't wait to see Sydney Jones on the Union Mine team. A lot of family friends of Paige Hackman are here. They played soccer together too, so it's going to be a fun night on a Friday night.
Well, that's cool. A little crossover. We saw a lot of crossover last night with the boys' game.
Oh my gosh, what a game!
Castro Roble. But yeah, it certainly was a game, and that is the type of game as a broadcaster you love to have. As a Bella Vista fan, you wish the outcome was a little bit different, but
for sure.
But yeah, that was a lot of fun last night, and we're hoping to have a little bit more fun tonight as well. And then after tonight, of course, both Bella Vista boys and girls teams in action tonight against Union Mine, but then they both have tournaments next weekend, and then it's off to January, and the league season is going to be here before you know it. So for Union Mine, the leading scorer on the team is Adriana Cavallero, 7 points per game and also about 3.5 rebounds per game. She's who they look to score primarily, but they have a strong group and a group that they like to rotate in as many as they possibly can. Lots of players here, around 4 or 5 points per game. And So that lots of contributors to help out Ariana Cavallero. And in fact, Coach Hannah DeWater was telling me before the game that she's got one of those groups that somebody else could step up every once in a while. And
That's it.
And you love to have that as a coach, where you're not always having to rely on the same person all the time.
Absolutely, yeah. And as you mentioned, we played in their tournament. It was a great tournament. They have wonderful soup at their tournaments and the snack bar. And yeah, that's the thing. They have no seniors. They have, the Sydney Jones. They have the Caballeros of the world, and it's a good squad. So we'll see how it goes. It's going to be a challenge for the Broncos.
That whole group, they had 4 seniors, 2 of which were major contributors. They graduate. And then the returning starters from last year are all sophomores.
Right. Very young.
And now for the starting lineups. Starting for the Diamondbacks, number 3, Kyra Wooden. Number 10, Adriana Collard. Number 11, Sydney Jones. Number 22, Camden Keeler. And number 24, Eliza Hodnett. The head coach is Hannah DeWater. Now here come the Broncos, starting number 0, Paige Hackman. Number 1, Ellie Tomei. Number 15, Emma Givens. Number 23, Elise Stites. At number 42, Mackenzie G. The Broncos are coached by head coach Becky Stewart. Let's have a great evening.
That sounds like a great idea, Scott. Why
Yes,
don't
it
we
does.
have a great evening and a fun basketball game?
It's going to be fun. I can't wait. It's going to be great. 2 evenly matched squads definitely going out there having a good time. Let's see if they can win the tip.
The Broncos in the very familiar home whites, the Diamondbacks in the navy blue uniforms. And it is Eliza Hodnett that will step it in and go up against Emma Givens. Back into the starting lineup after the injury to Ava Jensen.
Looks like we have a start with Paige and Sydney, 2 good friends facing off.
Broncos control to the right side, and immediately Ellie Tomei! Did she have her foot on the line there?
She might have. It was a little close.
It's a two. Yes, it's a 2-pointer.
It's a good start, though, for the Broncos.
Loose ball deflected into backcourt.
I do know from watching this Union Mine team at their tournament, they can be pressured. Once they break your press, they're very effective in half-court set, but the full-court set may be a challenge for them. So it's good to see a press by the Broncos to start.
That was Elise Stites on the defense there to knock the ball out of bounds. Nice, and there's a deflection, speaking of Elise Stites.
Yeah, well done by Elise.
Keeler was the one with the shot. Stites will lose the ball out of bounds, and it'll go over to Union Mine.
Broncos came out in a 2-3 zone. They start in a 1-2-1-1 press.
And they force the steal.
Good deflection there by Emma, steal by Paige.
Indeed. Tomei. Was really frustrated the other night by that West Park defense.
Absolutely, swarming defense.
That had to feel good for her to get that immediate shot in the opening seconds of the game. He wasn't expecting that pass, and that's going to go over to Union Mine once again.
It cuts 80% open and then 20% the back end. She got the ball too quick.
Here's Kira Wooden across midcourt. She'll take it right in on Dean, dumps it underneath for an easy layup.
So on that one, Emma is going to have to steal that pass in the middle. It looks like they clearly know how to break the press, but we got to get those steals in the middle of the court.
Eliza Hodnett, her first points of the game. She averages about 2 points per game, 2.5. Cross-court pass comes over to Givens. Givens finds an opening down the alley, can't get it to go. Gets the rebound. That one comes up short, but you know that Ellie's going to take that shot every time. Nice putback for Bella Vista. Emma Givens, her first points of the game. And the pressure defense. You make the shot, you can set up the press. On the baseline, Wooden. Wooden draws the foul, and the ball goes up and over. This is the second time in as many games we've seen that.
Yep. I think Elise got it the last time, too. So, yeah, it's the second time we've seen that.
Oh, she did just enough to jar that ball loose. I guess she's the designated ball releaser.
Union Mine's definitely figured out this press, so.
Oh, Kara Wooden benefits from all parts of the rim there.
Yeah, it was good. Nice touch, shooter's touch.
Oh, yeah. And it still counts nonetheless.
Yep. Again, good touch.
Couple of free throws there. We're tied at 4. First 2 minutes of the ball game. Camden Keeler coming over. Had a good look there. Her momentum carried her out of bounds, so she couldn't control the ball, but she had her eyes on intercepting that one and taking it all the way.
I know Sydney Jones has played all 10 games this year, but some of their other starters haven't, so it's good to see they're playing with a full squad today.
Looking underneath for Dean, that's deflected away. Diamondbacks control. Here's Sydney Jones, left side.
The Broncos really like this 1-2-2 zone that they came out in. They started with a 2-3, but now they've switched to a 1-2-2. That's going to be a little bit more effective for them to stop the ball up at the top of the point of attack.
It is going to be a busy time, obviously, for Bella Vista after this game. The shot does not go. Hackman the rebound. The Broncos in a tournament next weekend, and then they're going to have a few games on the road to open up league play. We will next see them on the 15th of January, so almost a month from now.
Oh, wow.
Will be our next broadcast. We're going to see somebody else that you know in that game. I'll get to it in just a second. I know her too. Ball deflected down to 5 seconds on the shot clock. Bella Vista will be hosting in their league home opener the Falcons of Christian Brothers and sophomore sensation Gabriella Devlin.
Oh, I know her well. Yeah, she's a great player, multi-sport athlete.
Yeah, you're right. Multi-sport. Flag football and track and field.
Yeah,
and
she'll be
soccer.
fun to watch.
I think she's played volleyball.
Yep. She used to play a little bit of lacrosse, but since then she's changed her focus in the spring season to track.
Well, her dad is a track coach, and it has been for a long time.
Oh, right, yeah.
I worked with him at St. John Vianney.
Oh, yeah,
he was the athletic director there for a few years, and I coached some basketball over there.
So is that game in a month? Is that what you said?
On the 15th of January.
Oh, nice. Wonderful.
Here's Ellie Tomei. And the long shot by Stites does not go, but the Broncos control the rebound. Stites again. Oh, boy, that one looked like that was going down.
Yeah, from our perspective, that looked perfect. A little hard, though.
That should be Bella Vista ball.
Yep. Fisher got that one. Emma Givens has started the game really strong. It's good to have her back. Her ability to rebound and kick it out like that, it's really great.
So 4:42 to go in the opening quarter, and we're still a tie ball game.
Pretty good turnout here in the crowd for a Friday night. It's always fun to watch women's basketball on a Friday night.
Here's Tomei to the baseline. She finds the opening.
It's a good shot, though. You weren't taking that. That was a really strong move.
Down to the baseline, looking for Adriana Cavallero. Couldn't get it to her, off her hands and out of bounds. We talked about Cavallero in the opening. Her twin sister, Brianna, is also on this team. Adriana wears 10, Brianna wears 20. Tomei thought about it for a second. Works the screen, and it did look like an elbow. Might have been extended a little bit.
Yep. Bridget Nielsen definitely active. She came in off the bench. That's a nice spark off the bench for her. She's always around the ball.
So the foul, that'd be the first team foul on Union Mine. That goes off the foot. Be a reset of the 30-second shot clock.
Kira Wooden's length there for Union Mine on the baseline is really a challenge for us Broncos.
Nielsen. Wooden with the rebound.
Wooden's everywhere. She's getting rebounds, scoring buckets. She started the game strong.
Tried to get it to Sydney Jones, right into the hands of Paige Hackman. There's Givens all the way to the
Nice
rack.
Amazing move by Emma Givens. That's her strong suit. She fakes left, goes right. She takes it hard to the cup every time.
That'll be on
It's good
hot
to
net.
see. It's really good to see. It's a good start for Emma.
Another rebound for
Sydney Jones. She's a good
Sydney
rebounder.
Jones, yeah.
She's their leading rebounder for Union Mine, so she's a good rebounder.
Couldn't find Wooden at the high post. Bella Vista controls. Tomei hippity-hopping the dribble all the way into the baseline. Her shot does not go. This is going to roll out of bounds.
It's a Bella Vista ball, right? I know Coach Stewart wanted Ellie to pop it out there, but it's good to see Ellie's taking it to the basket. Maybe her shot's a little off, but she's taking it to the basket closer.
Givens. Tomei once again. She's picked up by Keeler. Here's Givens. Nielsen on the shot clock. Just released it. They realized right at the last second that the team did, and you heard the countdown.
Yeah.
There's a steal by
Nice
Tomei.
deflection, nice
and some
steal.
great deflection as well. Tomei all the way in. Bit of a collision, no foul called. The shot does not go. And they connect with Brianna Cavallero for her first points of the game. She got ahead of everybody.
Yes, she did. I'd like to see the Broncos maybe run the shot clock down a little bit there, maybe shoot, after 20 seconds. A lot of things happen when it turns like that, and Union Mine got the bucket on the other end.
A late foul called, and
It was.
Brianna Cavallero will go to the free throw line for an and one opportunity here.
Looks like the Diamondbacks run a whole platoon of new players in, so it looks like they substitute all 5 at once.
Basket and one for Brianna Cavallero. That's one of the things that Coach DeWater was talking about, is that she wants to rotate as many as she
Oh,
can.
nice.
And really, they're still trying to look for that right combination,
true.
too.
Yep.
Adriana
point.
Cavallero is their leading scorer, but as far as the other contributors and the other roles, that is yet to be determined. Here's Hackman closed off.
Early in the
Tomei,
season.
thought about it. Tries to get free, closed off again. Hackman will launch one up from 19 feet, that's off. Hackman the rebound. Tomei from NBA range, that's off. So a couple of looks for Bella Vista, they just couldn't find the basket. Diamondbacks by one, a steal by Hackman. Hackman down to the baseline. Oh, it's a little too hard.
Thing I love about Paige, she always keeps her head up. She's laughing it off. She knows she'll get another opportunity.
Well, she's one of the best thieves in basketball right now, too. I mean, that's part of her strong suit, is
For
to
sure.
be able to create the steals. Whether she gets the steal or she deflects it to someone else, you know, that defense is a big part of her game.
Absolutely, yeah. 6 steals a game. She's shown it tonight. She's almost got probably 3 or 4 already. So it's a good start to the game for her, too.
Mackenzie Dean back in, and Givens will go out. Callie Dawson in for the Diamondbacks, and she gives it up, gets it back to the baseline, falls to the ground.
So she's got it tripped her, a little tangled up there. See, she has one of those concussion bands on her neck. I know that she's been dealing with that issue, so it's good to see she has the equipment for that. Callie Dawson, that is.
Jada Belloberg is into the game for her first action tonight. Here's Tomei. Free throw line extended to the right. Dean the rebound. Hackman, that's her shot. It comes up
A
short.
little short.
Diamondbacks holding on to that 1-point lead with a minute to go in the first quarter. Just talking about Paige Hackman again. How much interference she can run, how annoying she can be for defenders.
For
and that's
sure.
a compliment.
That is a compliment in basketball, absolutely. And I know Coach Stewart counts the deflections, so it's a big part of the Broncos game is those deflections. Nice steal by Mackenzie Dean.
Thrown right to her. Here's Stites coming back the other way. Stites all the way to the baseline. Her shot's rejected. Bella Vista controls it. 2 seconds. One on the three is good. Elise Stites.
Smart heady play because that time was almost up.
There's a deflection on the other end. That's Macy Lee into the game. Got her hand
that's
on
good.
that. Is going to force the Diamondbacks to set up their offense. 26 seconds to go. There's a three-point shot from Adriana Cavallero. Boy, she thought she had that one. That was halfway down and it came out.
Down and out for
Clock
sure.
is running. Now they finally stop it. We have 16 seconds to go in the first quarter.
Mackenzie Dean with the, she got her hand up on that one. I think that was all the difference that was needed. But yeah, that ball was down and out.
And you could see Cavallero. She was rolling back to the midcourt stripe
Yep.
as though she had already made it. You know, you have that feel.
You do, yeah, exactly.
Okay, so they reset the clock to 19 seconds. We mentioned it was running when they were after the whistle blew. Belleberg. Stites back to Belleberg. 9 seconds to go. To the baseline. Lee closed off. Double, triple team. We're going to get a held ball, and it looks like that should stay with Bella Vista.
Yep. Looks like Coach Stewart subbed Ellie out to get her a rest. It's a long game, so it's a smart move. See how the second group does.
Here's Mackenzie Dean on the baseline. That comes off. Clock isn't running. And another held ball. With where the clock stopped at 1.3, we're probably just about where it should be.
Yep, I think so. They let it run a little bit, didn't they?
And we're going to see the first quarter come to an end. So the first 8 minutes in the books here at Bella Vista High School. Coach Hannah DeWater is off the bench talking to both referees. I think she's asking about the clock, but I honestly, I believe that as the clock continued to run, it started late, it stopped late. When it eventually stopped at 1.3 seconds, it was probably right about where it should have been.
Exactly, yeah, they canceled each other out. And looks like I think I counted 8 fouls for the Broncos that first quarter, so that's something that the Broncos will need to kind of tighten up a little bit next quarter. But all in all, if you're winning after the first quarter, that's a good sign.
Broncos led by the 4 points of Emma Givens in that first quarter, I should say. 3 points for Elise Stites and 2 for Ellie Tomei. Tomei got the first points of the game.
Yep.
And then 3 points leading the way, Brianna Cavallaro, the free throw and the basket and the free throw after she was fouled. And then 2 points for Liza Hodnett and Kira Wooden. And so it's a 9-7 game here at the end of the first quarter.
We'll see if Union Mine comes out with that same group that they brought in at 2 minutes, or if they're going to platoon back in the starters. It looks like they're sticking with that second group. Broncos switched up the lineup just a little bit. Brought Ellie Tomei back in.
You recall that we had 2 held balls in the final 2 seconds of the quarter.
Oh, wow.
And so Bella Vista is actually going to begin play here in the second quarter with the ball.
I always get confused by whose ball it is in possession.
I like setting up on this side because last year, you recall, we were on the other side. We couldn't see the possession arrow.
Yep, that's a good point.
Adriana Cavallaro driving in. She tried the little Euro step, draws the foul. She was on her way to the basket, and we'll get some free throws here.
Ooh, that was a little tight. Was that on Ellie? Yep.
Looks like that's on Ellie. So that's, I believe it's her first.
Okay, good.
First team foul of the second quarter for Bella Vista. I get the sense that in the Cavallaro family, they stress free throws.
Yes, they do. Good players, both of them. Yep.
Yeah, 2 free throws right there for Adriana Cavallaro. She and her sister combined 3 for 3 from the line tonight so far. Delleberg a little trouble, had the ball knocked away, gets it back. Stites is open, left side for 3. Keeler the rebound for Union Mine. Long pass, there's Hodnett to the lane. Givens another rebound. She needs to get rebounds tonight, as we talked about.
Yep.
Here's Stites again. She's getting some looks there. Union Mine in possession on the dribble drive. All the way in, but the finger roll would not go for her.
Again, I was watching the shot clock, and they're still shooting, with like 20 to 25 seconds still left on the shot clock. So I'd like to see them bring it down a little bit, set something up, get some passes, get more fluid.
Free throws for Union Mine.
They can shoot their free throws, can't they?
They are looking really good so far.
So it's 11 fouls for the Broncos so far this game. So it's something that I know Coach Stewart will talk to him about at halftime.
Kira Wooden, by the way, is a 52% free throw shooter. Cans 2 of them right there. Union Mine finds themselves in the lead once again. It's Rikala who's into the game. Her long shot does not go. Here come the Diamondbacks. Adriana Cavallaro. Wooden works off the screen. Tries to get it into Hodnett. They do control. Adriana, Cavallaro. Her shot doesn't go. Draws another foul. Will be the 3rd on Bella Vista this quarter.
Another rebound by Cavallaro. When you get the ball down that low, it's hard to not foul, but we got to be more straight up on the defense.
And Wooden will go back to the free throw line. She's 5 for 5 from the line tonight.
I mean, go ahead, sorry.
I was going to say, in the games that we have covered, both on the boys and the girls side, we have seen teams, not just teams named Bella Vista, but we have seen teams struggle at the free throw line.
Right.
Right now, Union Mine has a 4-point lead, and that's really because they're making their free throws.
Yep, absolutely.
Tomei's long shot does not go. Wooden, who is 6 for 6 from the line tonight. Here's a 3-point shot left side. Boom! Adriana Cavallero, 7-point lead for Union Mine.
I know Ellie rotated on defense on that one and left the person open, but the backside needs to slide and help out on that long shot.
Tomei finds the opening, drives in, draws the foul.
That's it. It's good setup, you know. About 14 seconds now, 11 seconds left on the shot clock, so.
Looks like it's Hodnett that called for the foul, her second.
30 seconds, okay.
Tomei gets the loose ball. Tomei left side, there we go.
Nice
That's
rebound.
her first point since the first minute of the game.
Nice rebound by Emma, a good shot by Ellie. It's good to see.
Adriana Cavallero.
I think she picked up her dribble, but.
Right through a double team, she's closed off. Ball deflected away, goes out of bounds. And who's in there again, wreaking havoc?
Wreaking havoc, just hands everywhere. Defense is about position. Paige Hackman stuck with her position and waited for the ball to come to her. It was good defense.
There's Cavallero once again. Jones, back to Cavallero. Jones cutting to the low post. They keep it on the perimeter.
Another benefit.
Cavallero once again.
Another benefit of keeping the ball and setting up your offense. It makes the defense work. It makes them move their feet, rotate. That whole time it's easier to play offense than it is defense from a win perspective, and they just kept Bella Vista rotating, and it gets them tired. So it's smart to keep the ball in possession like that.
So we're at 4:56 to go in the first half of play, 16-11. It's a 5-point lead for Union Mine. For Bella Vista, just the 2 points in the second quarter so far after they finished that first quarter with a 9-7 lead. So some offensive struggles, some shots that aren't falling, and Union Mine taking advantage of some opportunities themselves. An open three-pointer, and then also drawing trips to the free throw line by taking the ball to the basket and getting fouled.
That's it. It stops the clock. I mean, I hope you're keeping track of the free throws because I'm really curious to see how many they're going to shoot this quarter, but it's part of the game. Got to make your free throws.
Sydney Jones to inbound. That's Keeler. Here's Jones once again, closed off. Here's Wooden. Wooden, it's by Hackman, loose rebound, loose ball, fight for it. Wooden gets it back, reverse layup is good.
Nice effort play by Kira Wooden. She stuck with it. 2 Broncos were on her, and she kind of scooped through, used the basket for protection.
Wooden 6 points here in the second quarter, 8 points total for the game. Here's Reg Pella to the baseline, and she gets bumped. Sydney Jones likely to get called for this one, I think.
Bella Vista running the stack play that they love to do out of the out of bounds.
Oh, she thought about that launch. Givens gets bumped by Adriana Cavallero. That'll be the third team foul on Union Mine this quarter. We got a substitution. Nielsen will come out. Mackenzie Dean is back in.
It's like Adriana Cavallero and Brianna Cavallero don't play at the same time. So that's kind of fun if you think about it for their parents. They get to basically watch the entire game and cheer the entire time.
And not have to switch back and forth.
Not have to switch back and forth. They just can focus on one daughter at a time. I like it. Looks like we're having some clock troubles or something.
We have Adriana Cavallero, number 10, Brianna Cavallero, number 20. easy to figure it out that way, too.
Yes,
it's not like one's 23 and the other one's 12 or something.
That's true.
There's a runner that does not go. Rebound controlled by Union Mine. Diamondbacks looking to push. Here's Sydney Jones open on the baseline. That was a great look to find Sydney Jones.
Yep, Sydney found a little soft spot in the defense right back there and was unguarded.
Big Kala. There's Ellie, sorry. I'm going to blame my cold. So.
That's all right. No. Ellie definitely wanted that one. That's kind of her angle at that 45 degrees like that. She loves that shot.
So it's a 9-point lead for Union Mine. Just 2 and 8 on the year.
That's the pass right there that Emma needs to get in the middle. She needs to hedge her bets a little bit. We got lucky there on a turnover, but she has to step up and steal that pass.
Yeah, Wooden was trying to find Hodnett on the baseline there. Broncos with possession. Look to cut this lead down with 3.5 to go before halftime. Here's Givens as the ball deflected out of bounds. Stay with the Broncos. Givens gets it, nearly had it taken away. Hackman left side. Tomei thought about it. Tomei to the baseline is closed off. Baseball's the pass over. Hackman. 4 seconds on the shot clock. The three-pointer off the back iron. Nice position and a nice rebound there for Union Mine.
Good
Sydney Jones once again.
Good angle by Ellie Tomei. She was in the right spot at the right time. Almost came up with the steal.
Oh, when you're that open, you take the shot.
Yep. That's a dangerous spot, that corner three against a 1-2-2 zone. So that will be open. Mackenzie Dean has to get her hands up there in that situation.
Hackman. In the backcourt, they say it was deflected. So Broncos keep possession and a timeout called by the Broncos.
Coach Stewart saw something she didn't like. She wants to take an opportunity to set up an offensive set here, maybe a little bit of a play.
Well, this is an important offensive possession for Bella Vista.
Yep.
They're down by 9. There's 2:40 to go. They got the break on the deflected ball there. They've got 11 seconds on the shot clock. So there's a chance to design something here and hopefully end in points. One of the things that Coach Stewart was talking about before the game is in recent games, part of the problem has been not looking for the open player and maybe taking a shot that you don't need to take. If you've got players, if you're double teamed, for example, instead of taking a shot, you need to realize that somebody else is open because there's 2 players on you. Try to make that extra pass. If you've got a good shot, obviously you want to take it, but if not, and somebody else does, you got to look for the player that's got the open mind, or the open path. Open shot.
Yep. Situational awareness. Read what the defense has given you and adjust accordingly and attack that way. It's early in the season, so hopefully that'll grow as the game goes on. They'll kind of learn what they're good at and what they like to see as the season goes on.
Broncos at midcourt to inbound. And a steal. Sydney Jones once again.
I know Coach Stewart's frustrated on that one. She set up a play, and we didn't run it, apparently.
Cavalero's open for 3. Hackman the rebound. And has her pocket picked. Wooden gets fouled by Hackman and will go back to the line.
It's like we're forcing the passes a little bit. Once we get our mind set on who we want to pass it to, we're not adjusting and passing to another person.
We talked about how Wooden is a strong free throw shooter. I don't believe in the broadcaster's dreams. You know that. Do I have to tell
You're a master at it, George. I love it.
Do I have to tell my Vin Scully story again?
No. Oh my gosh, a double jinx.
She was 6 of 6 at the line before that. That's a break for the Broncos.
I think I owe you some Twizzlers from the snack bar after that one.
Here's Bella Burke.
Yep.
That was on
it's
the
a
line.
good shot. I mean,
it
you
was
got to
a good
take
shot.
it. Yeah.
Here's Hodnett. Sorry,
Nice.
that's Keeler. Keeler down the lane.
Amazing block by Emma Givens. She didn't bite on the first shot. She kind of followed her to the baseline and got the deflection out of bounds. Really good job.
Camden Keeler to inbound the ball for Union Mine. They're still holding that 9-point lead. Cavallero. And that's Wooden from the outside. Tomei with the rebound. Ellie will look to push. Givens on the outside. Works off a screen. In and underneath, looking for Dean. Stites comes up short, right into the waiting arms of Camden Keeler. Jones, scoop to the hoop, a little too hard. Dean finds the handle on the ball there. 1.5 to go before halftime.
It's turned into a bit of a track meet here.
Cavallero, collision, no call.
No
on
call.
the baseline.
Yep.
That's Sydney Jones with the deuce. She's got 4. Lead is 11. Tomei, long three-pointer.
Ooh, that was close. I thought it went off of the Kira Wooden's leg, but apparently it did not. So looks like Kira Wooden is back at the center court, and other Maisie Lee's getting back. Good.
Union Mine will keep possession here with 54 seconds to go.
Bridget Nielsen's been on the ground a lot today. She's really leaving it all out there.
Here's Wooden, powers to the rack, does not fall. By the way, the Broncos still just the 2 points here in the second quarter.
You're right. Yep. Emma Givens stuck with that rebound. Kira Wooden was a little upset at her missed bucket there, and she kind of came after the ball there. Ill-advised, but their officials figured it out, got a good call.
Ellie Tomei, just the 4 points so far. Held to 5 the other night against West Park. Stites. Keeler the rebound, and we've got a whistle underneath.
Elise is in a little bit of a slump right now. She's just trying to shoot through it, so let's see. Hopefully one of these falls here pretty soon. There's only 25 seconds left.
5 fouls, and they were going to inbound the ball, but all the referees in the crowd pointed out to the referees on the floor that we were at 5 fouls. So
it's been a lot of fouls tonight.
Camden Keeler will go to the line for 2. She's a 73% free throw shooter. And that's her first point of the game.
She's also a captain too, huh? That's pretty good.
One of the super sophomores from last year as well.
Absolutely.
So 1 of 2 for Keeler. Broncos control in the corner with 22 seconds to go. This would be an opportunity for them to take their time and just play for the last shot if they can.
Yep.
There's a shot from the free throw line, does not go.
Looks like she maybe got her on the elbow a little bit, so Bridget Nielsen gets to go to the line to hopefully get a couple buckets here. Lots of fouls, but luckily they're calling them both ways, so that's always a good sign.
Nielsen, the freshman. Unfriendly roll for Bridget Nielsen.
Another good rebound by Sydney Jones.
Well, Ball deflected out of bounds.
Turn it the other way, 2.3
thrown
seconds.
out of bounds.
Yeah.
So the Broncos will get this one. 2.3 seconds. Somebody's got to come free. Ball deflected, need to shoot it at the buzzer. That one's going to be short. And we have come to the end of the first half of play. The Broncos just 2 points in that second quarter. And that's where the game kind of got away from them at this point. Unfortunately, the offense just couldn't finish. There were opportunities, there were shots, there were open shots, but they just couldn't find pay dirt.
Nope. Yeah, you're not going to win many games just scoring 2 points in a quarter. I know Coach Stewart's, figuring something out here at halftime. She'll come out with some adjustments. Free throws, that was the key. My key takeaway from Union Mine. I mean, they're hitting their free throws. You're going to win a lot of ball games if you shoot at the percentage, at the clip they're doing. And just the Bella Vista Broncos not necessarily reading the defense that they're giving us. They're kind of forcing passes, having some turnovers. So I'm sure Coach Stewart will fix all that at halftime, and we'll look for a different game second half.
Well, and we've covered a lot of games, both boys and girls. I think this is probably the best free throw shooting team we've seen.
Absolutely.
In all the games that we've done so far this year. And that's a big reason why they have built this 12-point lead.
Yep.
They're making their free throws. They're drawing the fouls.
Right.
And not only are they drawing the fouls, but they're going to the line and making the free throws. And so that's really impressive. We mentioned Kira Wooden, 6 free throws, 6 of 8 from the free throw line tonight. And Adriana Cavallero, their leading scorer at 10 points per game, it's 7 points per game. She's at 5 right now, so she's on pace to hit 10 points per game for this particular game. Sydney Jones with 4 points as well. So Kira Wooden leads the way. She's got 8, 5 for Cavallero, Adriana Cavallero that is, 4 for Sydney Jones, 3 for Brianna Cavallero, 2 for Eliza Hodnett, and 1 for Camden Keeler. Lots of players scoring for Union Mine in this one. And for the Broncos, Ellie Tomei leads the way with her 4 points. Emma Givens also has 4. And then 3 points for Elise Stites. That pretty much takes care of it. The 11 points, 9 in the first quarter, just 2 in the second quarter.
Wow.
And you just can't afford to go cold in a quarter.
You can't. No, you can't. And, Union Mine, they are who we knew they are, and they're just playing the game that they always do. They're very consistent across the board with their scoring. As you mentioned, they're hitting a lot of free throws, and they're going to win a lot of ball games that way. So that's exactly, they're sticking to their game, and they know how to do it, and they're sticking to it.
All right, so we'll go ahead and take a brief break here, get ready for the second half of action, and we'll get ready to roll on, see if Bella Vista can heat up and get themselves back in this game. It's a 12-point lead for the Union Mine Diamondbacks here at halftime, second half just around the corner. You're on 10, 40 to 30. Fourth quarter. Yep, by 9. Missed free throw. All right, we're ready to play in the second half here. By the way, an update from El Dorado Hills, the Bella Vista boys team, also playing Union Mine tonight, but they're up in El Dorado County with their game at Union Mine, where the girls were last weekend for the Winter Madness tournament.
Winter Madness.
Yeah,
they took third in that tournament.
Yeah,
that was
they
pretty
did.
great.
So it's a fourth quarter update. The game started at 7 o'clock, so it started a little bit earlier than us.
Yep.
40 to 33, the Broncos are leading this one.
There you go, Broncos.
Looking for their first win away from home.
Nice.
After,
That'd be great.
After unfortunately dropping their first game at home yesterday in a very, very high energy, spirited matchup against Casa Roble. That was a lot of fun.
It was a lot of fun.
All right,
Yeah,
Broncos with possession to start. Here's Stites, closed off. Ball deflected away, but Ellie Tomei says, I'll take that. Nice pass, left side. Just like Coach Stewart said, looking for that extra pass.
Yep.
There's a part of Ellie Tomei that really wanted to take that shot, but instead,
but she made the smart play.
Stites gets the 2 points there. Broncos down by 10. We got a collision on the baseline here.
She's got to keep that slide going all the way to baseline. She stopped about a foot short, and you'll get the foul call every time.
Substitution. We'll pick it up as we go here. There's Cavallero. Keeler is there as well. Back over to Cavallero on the other side. He'll launch a 3. Long rebound to Hodnett.
Interesting, the Broncos are in a zone, yet the Union Mine is still setting screens.
There's a bad pass. It's controlled by Bella Vista momentarily. Knocked out of bounds, but the Broncos will keep possession.
Good start by Bella Vista. I think it's because I bought some Twizzlers at the snack bar. I think that's my lucky food of choice now moving forward.
Good luck Twizzlers.
Yep, that's it.
Here's Tomei. And there's Nielsen. Good look. Hackman tried to get in there for the rebound. Keeler controls it. Jones and Keeler in backcourt. And here's an open three-point shot by Keeler and a rebound underneath.
Kira Wooden again.
Wooden got that one.
Yep.
Good basketball name.
Yeah, it is, right?
We got
Great
one on
lineage.
Bella Vista, too. So
nice.
For the boys' team. I don't know if Kira Wooden and Jonah Wooden are related, but...
are they related to Coach Wooden?
Don't know that either.
It's a heck of a bloodline, though, isn't it? Wonder if they changed their name after they knew they were basketball players.
Broncos to inbound the ball to the right side. They're back down by 11. Looks like some confusion here. Now timeout's going to be called? Yes.
Yep.
Coach DeWater's off the bench for Union Mine. She's going to call a short timeout here. So we'll reset it for you. The Broncos got the 2 points from Elise Stites. We hope that that's the start of something after they only scored 2 points in the in the second quarter.
Yeah, it's a good start. You know, it's still a 12-point ball game. It's not insurmountable. They have a lot of time left, so will definitely set it up. They got to, just like you said, they got to take those extra passes. They got to find, there's always someone open. If you watch, there's always someone open. So if they can find that open person, cut into the hoop preferably, that'd be great.
Here's Mackenzie Dean. Belleberg has her shot deflected. That goes out of bounds.
Sydney Jones is just everywhere tonight. She's getting a lot of rebounds, a lot of blocks, a lot of steals. She's playing great.
Givens has her pocket pick, loose ball on the ground, and nice interference by Rick Paula winds right back up in the hands of Givens. Here's Nielsen.
All right, Broncos setting it up.
Broncos trying to do something right now without Tomei on the floor. Looks like a turnover here for the Broncos. This one's going to go back the other way for Union Mine, who are back out to a 12-point lead. On the baseline, Wooden. That one winds up out of bounds, but the Broncos deflected.
I see Ava Jensen over there on the bench in a boot. It's hard for me not to think about what it would be like to have her in this ball game, but you know, it's an opportunity for somebody else to step up. You know,
on fire after she returned from the finger injury.
Absolutely, she was.
9 games, double-digit rebounds every single game, and double-digit points the last 2 games.
Yep, absolutely.
19 against McFarland in the tournament, and a little.
She had 19 rebounds that game? Wow.
No, 19 points.
19 points,
15 rebounds.
Oh my gosh, what a game.
What a game it was. That was where they took 3rd place in the tournament. There's an easy jumper for Sydney Jones.
You can kind of tell the Broncos, the Broncos are definitely trying to figure out life after Ava Jensen. A nice pass.
That is a nice pass. A great look from Rapala as she gets the assist. 2 points for Emma Givens, her first point since the first quarter. 6 overall. Loose ball stolen by Bella Vista. Belleberg may have traveled, no call. Givens with it. Immediately double team, draws the foul.
Yep. I think Emma Givens is going to be that person to step up off the bench for Ava. It looks like they're now Bella Vista is platooning in a whole new 5. So keeping the legs fresh this game for both squads. Nice substitution. See if we can get an out-of-bounds bucket here.
All deflected. Ellie Tomei is back in. That goes off her hands and out of bounds. And it gets to the point where you get to that third, fourth second, you got to get that ball in bounds.
Yes.
Or you turn it over.
I know Paige and I worked on that at home about, you know, how to count it. Ooh, over and back. How you can count the 5-second shot or 5-second pass on the out of bounds. Good defense by Ellie. Absolutely.
Deflects the pass, gets the steal, all the way in, draws the foul.
Now that was a good opportunity there for Ellie. Now she, you know what I think this free throw is going to do for her? It's really going to help her get her shot down. And we'll see after this if she can hit a couple threes.
So update from Ellie makes the free throw. Get an update from the boys game up at Union Mine. 48-39, Bella Vista leading in the fourth quarter. Be a big win for Stuart Kussler and the group there. 2 free throws for Ellie Tomei. Lead is 10. Broncos defense really needs to come up big here. They need to shut down this offensive attack by Union Mine. There was a near turnover there. Cavallero. We get a bump in the corner.
Looks to me like the Broncos are in man-to-man defense, which is one of the first times this year I've seen them in that defensive set. So it's good to see. Trying something different.
Fresh 30 on the shot clock. And then underneath, Brianna Cavallero gets the shot, does not go, tries to get the rebound. And Scott, we have a dual Cavallero sighting on the floor.
I don't know what their parents are going to do. I don't know if they're going to know where to look or what's going on.
The twin sisters. Here's Wooden, step around move, nice jumper, does not go. Long rebound, Paige Hackman.
It's a nice little step through jump shot there.
Tomei. Hackman outside. Man-to-man defense. Another turnover by Bella Vista. This one goes out of bounds. It will stay with Union Mine, it looks like.
Ooh, wow. Adriana Cavallaro is a good defender, so she goes hard towards the ball every time.
Liza Hodnett will step out of the game for Union Mine. Here's Adriana Cavallaro. Hackman with the guarding assignment. Wooden. Loose ball. Broncos have got to do something with this, and they couldn't. Jones. Plenty of time on the shot clock from the free throw line. Broncos the rebound. Ellie Tomei. Tomei looking to push. Tomei closed off. In the lane. Stites. And they call it for the travel.
Yep, needed one more dribble there. It's a nice rotation, though. I like to see that patient offense where they keep the ball. You know, the minute you see them keep the ball for a second, there's a turnover, but that's okay. They need to keep moving their offense and passing the ball and not get down on themselves.
Broncos winning the quarter so far 6-5, but they need to do a lot more than that to get back into this game and be able to make a run. Nice work there by Ellie Tomei to force the tie-up. I think, no, they're going to call her for a foul.
That official had a perfect angle at it and seemed to be a little off on her whistle that time.
Substitutions for Bella Vista. Actually looks like both teams. Adriana Cavallaro coming out. Pass into traffic. We're going to get a whistle underneath, and Union Mine right now playing with a lot of confidence. They're passing the ball into traffic knowing they're just going to get the foul called.
Yep. Let's get it down low and somebody's blowing a whistle.
Wooden on the baseline. That comes off. Dean the rebound.
Really good pressure by Mackenzie Dean right there, and she stayed with the ball to get the rebound after it.
Here's Nielsen. Nielsen closed off. Dean's got it. Dean will put that one up a little too hard. Whistle on the rebound attempt.
Both teams are going to have to deal with a quick whistle by these officials, so you know it's even for both teams. So let's see how they handle it.
There's Nielsen's shot. Hackman the rebound. Tomei, she'll launch a three! Just what the doctor ordered for Ellie Tomei.
Those splash threes like that, with after the defensive rebound or the offensive rebound, kick it out to Ellie for the three. Love to see it.
See if we can get more of those for Bella Vista. Get back in this game. 3 minutes. We're approaching the 3-minute mark. Near turnover, and then the smart play to just bounce it off Tomei's foot and get the reset of the possession.
I was talking to Sydney's mom before this game, and that move right there that she just did to throw it off the foot, heady play by her, but she's been working on that.
Inbounds to Wooden, and Mackenzie Dean reaching around to flex that one out of bounds. It's a tie up here, or is it another foul?
Another foul. Wow. It's almost like the Broncos just need to stand straight up.
So that's the 15th foul on Bella Vista, so that's free throws now for Brianna Cavallaro, 50% free throw shooter. 3 of 6 from the line this season coming into this game. And this is her first trip to the line. Actually, I stand corrected. She had one earlier, so she was 4 of 7 when she took that one, 4 of 8 now. Broncos get a break there. Mackenzie Dean with the rebound and another whistle.
Oh, it looks like they called. Now they're going to give her the technical, but I hope they don't get the ball out of bounds. They went opposite.
What happened?
Another mistake by the official. They're trying their best, but jeepers creepers.
So a technical on, was it,
It was a technical on Coach Stewart, but they
Okay.
should have had the. Yeah, they should have had the technical first. You'd think, because now how do they get the ball?
Yeah, that's you're
But they are giving it to BV, I think. I don't think the officials.
usually when there is a technical,
Yeah.
the team that benefits from the technical is the one that gets the ball. So it's a 7-point lead. Union Mine went in that sequence
Wow.
4 trips to the free throw line, and they missed all 4.
Oh my gosh, you're right, George.
3-point shot by Cavallero. Now maybe Ellie's 3-point shot and Coach Stewart's technical could light a fire for this Bella Vista team. Collision here in backcourt.
It's like a Paige and Sydney battle right there. Oh, I hope she's all right. I mean, she took a pretty good shot by Sydney. And now the officials are trying to figure out what's going on. Oh, they gave
The foul is on Union Mine.
looks like they gave it to Sydney, but Paige gets to shoot the free throws. So, all right, we'll take it.
So both teams have team fouls with 2:42 to go in the third quarter. One of 2 for Paige Hackman. That's her first point of the game. The lead is 6. Oh. Good pressure defense and the steal. Here's Ellie Tomei.
Keep that pressure up, Broncos.
The lead is now 4. You get a timeout called by Union Mine.
Do you keep track of timeouts? It's a lot of timeouts by Union Mine.
Well, they've got it up on the board.
How many
here.
do they get?
You get 5 per game.
They've taken way more than 1.
Well, I think this would be, I believe, because they took a 30-second earlier,
Okay.
so that this should drop them down to 3.
Oh, got it. Maybe they just didn't adjust the scoreboard yet. Got it. Well, so that's a good start. I mean, you know, Coach DeWater knew that Bella Vista was making a little bit of a run there, so smart timeout to reset this back up. But Bella Vista, they have to use this as to their advantage. They need to keep the foot on the gas, as you will, and get some more steals on that press break. It's good to see.
So I know play is winding down in El Dorado Hills. We're seeing a 52-45 lead for Bella Vista at Union Mine for the boys team, and now it's 53. It looks like they just made 2 free throws. So we'll keep an eye on that score for you, but an 8-point lead for the boys team. We'll see if they can pull out that first win away from home. 4-point lead for Union Mine.
It's like everybody set on the timeout. Now the adjust to 2 left.
Open
So
path
then
to the
they're
basket, collision. Looks like Dean's going to get called for this one. She's lobbying for the offensive foul.
Kira Wooden definitely took the ball to the hoop pretty hard there.
After making her first 6 free throws, Kira Wooden's
yeah.
missed the last 3.
Good call, George.
Looks like
Timeout
Bella
worked.
Vista's going to
All right.
take a timeout here. And they've reset the timeouts, so Union Mine's at 2. Bella Vista will drop down to 3 now after this timeout. 2:17 to go in the third. Bella Vista has fought back to get this game to within 4 points, and so it could be a really fun fourth quarter.
I think so. It's shaping up to be a good fourth quarter. I think I might go buy stock in Twizzlers because they're definitely lucky. So I'm going to go get some more Twizzlers, and we'll hopefully pull out the W. 4 points.
Enough mentions that maybe Twizzlers should become a sponsor.
They could maybe pay our salary for this. That'd be pretty sweet.
We were talking last night about Cale Bird's double-double.
What a game.
Maybe In-N-Out could also join us.
In-N-Out and Twizzlers. That'd be pretty sweet. No, what a game by Cale Bird.
Anytime. It's a natural. Anytime
somebody gets a double-double, it should be sponsored by In-N-Out.
Absolutely.
I mean, come on.
Anytime. I agree. I support that 100%. No, what a game by Cale Bird. I mean, he was fun to watch. His level of effort, they helped bring him back to hit some threes at the end to make it interesting at the end.
All right. So Kira Wooden at the free throw line for the second of 2 free throws. And she gets that one. So 5-point game, steal by Union Mine. And here's Wooden. She's the star of the game tonight.
Yeah, absolutely.
And so it's now back up to a 7-point lead. Broncos have to take care of the ball. Tomei will push. Works off the screen. Tomei finds the opening, draws the foul. It's no shot.
But she's still shooting though, right? Because she got 5 fouls.
Well, it is 5 fouls now.
Amazing work.
It is free throws.
I love to see Ellie play like that. That was a great play. Nice little stutter step, crossover. That's her game.
7 points in this quarter after being held to just 4 in the first 2 quarters. If the Broncos are going to come back and win this one, Ellie's going to have to really light it up here.
Absolutely.
2 free throws.
I think she's up for it too. Let's see.
Really good third quarter for Ellie Tomei. There's Wooden once again.
Very similar to the Iowa Hawkeyes UNI Panthers game tonight. The officials are calling a foul basically every drive to the hoop.
I don't know, Kira Wooden's reminding me of Caitlin Clark.
Yes, she is. Yeah, if the three's not there, she's taking it to the hoop.
Offensive rebound for Union Mine, but they can't get the shot going. Here's Bella Vista back the other way. Belleberg. Tomei. 7-point lead. Tomei finds the opening. Too hard.
Nice little, she traveled. Nice little isolation play there. Everybody went to the right. Ellie went left and took her to the basket.
Keeler controls the rebound. This is Wooden across the midcourt line. Backdoor cut to Brianna Cavallaro.
I think we're going to be remembering these last 2 and 1 opportunities for Union Mine. This is a game-changing opportunity for them.
Broncos got this one to within 4.
Yep.
It was 27-23. Since then, it's a 7-2 run for Union Mine with Brianna Cavallaro going to the line.
It's like you said, situational awareness, you know. It's like they just need to understand the task at hand at the end of the third. You don't want to give up points at the end of the third.
That 4-point lead is now back to 10. Here's Givens. Givens finds an opening.
I like Emma's game, driving at the basket like that.
1 minute to go in the third. Broncos need some defense here and try and cut this thing down going into the fourth. Kira Wooden. Givens.
Amazing rebound by Emma
using
Givens.
that height to her advantage to get the rebound. Tomei to the baseline. Again, just too hard.
Just too hard.
It's like she's
Amazing
putting too
step
much
through.
on those shots.
Yep.
Shot from the left side. That's Bailey Reynolds in for her first action. Broncos back the other way. Tomei. Here's Givens. Stites has an opening. That one's a little too hard. Big collision underneath.
Yep. There was that spacing again. I mean, that spacing's really working for them when they spread the court like that. Someone is always open on the backside.
It's 2 shots, and so there's a little discussion there about when the substitutions can come in for Union Mine.
Yep.
Bridget Nielsen. Lead is 8 right now for Union Mine. They've led most of the game. Sydney Jones that controlled the rebound. They're looking to help her teammate out. They clear midcourt. Cannot get the friendly roll. That was Cavallero that had the runner there. Quarter's going to come to an end, and the Broncos got the lead all the way down to 4. It's back up to 8, but still anybody's ball game as we head into the final 8 minutes of play.
Yep, anybody's ball game. 8's definitely within striking distance, especially if Ellie gets hot and if Emma Givens takes it to the baseline like she has. Those are our 2 strong suits that we can hopefully really focus on this fourth quarter.
Big third quarter for Ellie Tomei.
Yeah.
9 points total. She's at 13 overall for the game and now leads the way for Bella Vista. 6 points for Emma Givens. She had 4 there in the third quarter also. 2 for Elise Stites and Paige Hackman with 1. That rounds out the scoring for Bella Vista. Kira Wooden, we've talked about it extensively tonight. She's really the star of the game.
Yep.
For Union Mine.
Absolutely.
In addition to her 8 points that she had at halftime, she just added another 8 points. So she's up to 16 total for the game for Union Mine. Cavallero just had the 5 points in the second quarter. She's been held scoreless otherwise as the leading scorer. Has 6 points each for Sydney Jones and Brianna Cavallero. And then 2 for Hodnet and then 1 for Keeler. Rounds out the scoring for Union Mine. Bella Vista to take possession, begin play here in the fourth quarter, down by 8. Here's Hackman. Tomei, that one's short. Long rebound. Loose ball, Cavallero's not able to control. Nielsen comes up with it, and she is bumped. Kara Wooden comes over to check and make sure that she's okay.
It's really critical that the Broncos got the ball to start the fourth. I think that's going to be critical for them to make a run now.
Stites will inbound.
A pretty good student section here for BV. They could hopefully bring us back too.
Hackman. As her shot deflected, here's Kira Wooden. Nice defense by Ellie Tomei.
Excellent defense by Ellie. Now she's back up the court. Nice little
Tomei
crossover.
looking to go all the way, has the shot deflected, draws the foul, and she will head to the free throw line.
Yeah, that was excellent work by Ellie Tomei. Got the steal, got a full head of steam. She's pretty dangerous in the open court like that.
Tomei right around 75% from the free throw line.
All right. She switched it up a little bit. Now she doesn't really take a dribble anymore at her free throw, so it's pretty effective so far.
Whatever works, I suppose.
Now whatever works.
One of 2 for Ellie Tomei. 10 second half points for Tomei, 14 total.
Yeah. It's a good second half so far.
Adriana Cavallero. There's Jones. Here's Miss Everything. In and underneath, a friendly roll. Looks like Sydney Jones gets that one.
That was they missed Ava Jensen there on that one. She would have been that backside help on that play.
Lead is 9. Stites. Oh, bad pass. Right into the waiting hands of Sydney Jones. Adriana Cavallero. Picks up for her sister, actually. Drives in, the run does not go. Givens the rebound. Broncos have to make something happen quick. 6.5 to go in the fourth quarter. Another bad pass. Brianna Cavallero.
Oh, that hurts. That hurts. I mean, after a turnover like that, that's just a backbreaker.
9 points tonight for Brianna Cavallero.
Another issue of not scoring is you can't set up your press either. So there we go.
And
now we can
Bridget
set up our
Nielsen.
press.
her first points of the game. Speaking of friendly rolls,
yes,
she definitely
absolutely.
got one. Cuts the lead to 10.
Yeah.
So Brianna Cavallero with averages about just under 5 points per game. She's got 9 tonight, and she's looking over at her sister who averages 7 points and has 5. It's my turn tonight, sis. So I've got the hot hand.
I've got the hot hand. Yeah, I mean, that's a bonus again for their family, right? You never know who's going to have the hot hand, but it's a good, nice play there by Bridget Nielsen at the end. Get that bucket. We needed that, and now most importantly, we can set up our press.
College football playoff update for you. Notre Dame has eliminated Indiana and did so handily.
The Battle of Indiana. I don't think those two teams play very often, but
no, they don't. They should play more.
They should. They really should. But yeah, it's good to see the Fighting
and
Irish.
Some good news from El Dorado Hills. The Bella Vista Broncos hold on.
Nice.
And they win their first game away from home, 59-56 over the Diamondbacks.
It's a big win in a hostile environment. The snake pit is what they call it. So it's good that Bella Vista went up there and won.
Seems appropriate with their name being the Diamondbacks.
Yep, absolutely.
Steal by Nielsen, and then she has the shot blocked and she's fouled.
See what I mean? Set up the press. We just need ways to set up our press.
Heady move by the freshman.
Yep.
She'll go back. This is a critical 2 points for Bella Vista if she can make the shot here. The shots.
Looks like Brianna Cavallaro was talking a little bit to her coach. I mean, I know this is something Coach Stewart's going to talk about here in practice, is just work on those free throws.
One of 2 for Bridget Nielsen. 3 points here in the fourth quarter. The lead is 9. Not insurmountable. Just got to keep with that defense. Nielsen giving up several inches to Wooden, but hounding her to the baseline. Oh,
good play.
What a roll. Nice touch.
I like
Brianna Cavallero.
I like us playing man defense out there, but I think Cavallaro also likes that.
There's Ray Paula, closed off, loses the ball. That's Hodnett that comes up with it. Wooden picked up at midcourt by Paige Hackman. There's Brianna to Adriana Cavallero. Off the screen from Hodnett, Cavallero drives in. Adriana Cavallero says not so fast on that whole scoring thing. She's equaled her sister's output at 9.
Wow.
And now the lead is 13.
That happened quick.
Hackman finds an opening, gets the lead. 3 points tonight for Paige Hackman, cuts the lead to 11. Approaching 4.5 to go in the ball game. Looking for Cavallero, Adriana Cavallero underneath. Mackenzie Dean knocks that one out of bounds.
Cavallero, Adriana has the hot hand right now. She's definitely the center of their offense, so they're looking to get the ball to her.
Now it's right off of Emma Givens, goes right back out of bounds. So it'll stay with Union Mine.
Looks like Maisie Dean is guarding her.
Nice steal by Bella Vista. Here's Tomei. Tomei, a launch up, big 3, that one's off. Givens, put back, good.
Nice rebound and put back there by Emma Givens. Good to have her back today.
Lead is 9.
Ellie Tomei just used the out of bounds line to her advantage and poked the ball out.
You know, full timeout called by Union Mine.
Coach DeWater definitely uses her timeouts well. She senses any little bit of a momentum swing, and she's using the timeout. So, smart move.
So once again, if you missed it earlier, the Bella Vista boys team winners at Union Mine tonight. They win that one 59-56. They had the lead throughout the second half. And congratulations to them. That's a big, I guess as the phrase goes, monkey off the back, because I know that it was definitely frustrating Coach Kussler that they had their opportunities, some close games, but just couldn't get over that hump on the road, and they finally did there. Obviously, losing to Casa last night, well, it was a fun environment and a great game. Of course, you want to win every time you play, and certainly you want to win against your rival.
Right.
And Bella Vista, unfortunately, a second straight game where they dug themselves deep into a hole and just couldn't get all the way out.
Absolutely. No matter how much Carson could help walking around, giving the fans the opportunity to use the mic, it almost worked, but they lost it at the end.
Marka Trotzik led the way tonight for the Bella Vista boys.
Nice.
15 points.
Oh, wow.
Cale Bird and Maxwell Pruker each had 8.
Good.
So another nice game for Cale Bird we were talking about.
Yeah, for sure.
Here's Sidney Jones left side. Broncos with the rebound. Ellie Tomei looking for the help. Under 4 minutes to go. Broncos down by 9. Tomei.
It's a great feeling to win on a Friday night away. So, I mean, I just hope the girls get that opportunity tonight for the Bella Vista Broncos to win at home on a Friday.
Looks like that one was deflected. That should stay with Bella Vista.
Yep.
And then you're heading into the Christmas break.
Yep. We need
no
this
school
bad.
for a couple of weeks. You want to wake up tomorrow with that good feeling. Ellie Tomei.
Oh, it's a good start right there. That would have been.
Loose ball. Winds up on the floor for the Broncos. Mackenzie Dean has it. She'll take a shot that will not go. And finally, they say Dean got enough of a possession to force the jump. And the possession arrow is going to favor Bella Vista.
Wow, good play.
Unless they're saying it's pointing the wrong direction.
I never know. I never know which way.
Full court press by Bella Vista. They really needed points on that last possession.
Yes, they did. That was huge. And it took a minute off of the clock, too. Yeah, they absolutely needed points on that one.
So Brianna Cavallero into her sister. And then they find Hodnett underneath. She banks it up and in. Hodnett with 4.
Man.
Back to an 11-point game.
Not looking good for the Broncos. They needed that possession. You're right, George.
Givens had a little trouble there.
That's frustrating. I know she's mad at herself. That's not a play she typically makes, so. We've got to get the ball back here on the press.
And loose ball, they almost forced the turnover.
Those adjacent passes, when you have a lot of pressure, you got to pressure cover and steal those adjacent passes, but we haven't done a good job of that tonight.
Broncos come up with the possession.
All right, they need a bucket here. Doesn't have to be a 3, it can be a 2, but they need a bucket. It's interesting.
Yeah, we will get the jump here, and this time it should favor Bella Vista.
It's interesting the officials have decided to swallow their whistle the last 2 minutes, so that's a big change. It's hard as a player, you know, when the officials change like that, to know how to play.
Inbounds underneath, that looks like that goes off. Broncos going to keep this one?
She's got it. Yep. Nice pump fake.
And a jumper for Ellie Tomei.
Get back, Mackenzie Dean.
The lead is back to 9.
9 points, 2 minutes left. It's a lot.
Here's Keeler. Keeler drives in, can't get it to go. Broncos have possession.
Critical stop there by the Broncos.
Tomei, long 3. That one's off. Brianna Cavallero
Close.
with the rebound. Inside Hodnett. Mackenzie Dean guarantees the shot would not be made. 1:34 to go. Hodnett's going to go to the free throw line. Might be able to put a huge amount of distance here.
Yep. Another junior. They have no seniors on this squad, so they have the whole squad coming back next year. So I know coach is definitely excited about what this team's going to do the rest of this year and into next.
Okay, whatever that was, helped force the miss.
I don't even know where that came from. I didn't do that.
I don't know
George,
that I've
I
ever
promise.
heard that before, but Hodnett with one of the two free throws. 10-point lead for Union Mine.
Somebody needs to set a pick. Looks like Jada's there to set a pick for Ellie. Splash out for a three. Nope.
Step back.
Oh, she just.
Big
Ooh.
collision in backcourt there, but I think that one's
So
going to go
Brianna
against.
Cavallaro just, I don't even know if she dribbled. I think she just took off running, and Bridget Nielsen was in the way.
Broncos putting up the pressure. Here's Keeler, has the ball deflected away, and a foul is called. Union Mine to inbound to the left of the basket.
Looks like they missed a foul call there that should have been 5, but we're
Cavallaro
not complaining.
to Cavallaro. And a foul. Oh, we get 3 seconds.
3 seconds, all right. There is hope. 10 points, minute left. Got to get a 3. Bridget Nielsen came dribbling down.
Here's Givens. Shot clock is down to 17. Broncos not able to find an opening. Tomei can't get the shot off. Union Mine with the possession. Poised to walk out of here with their 3rd win of the year. Sydney Jones can't find the handle there. 35 seconds to go. 10-point lead for Union Mine.
It's good to see the Broncos not holding their head. They're still working hard, even though down 10. It's good to see.
Here's Givens. Bellaberg, she'll launch a long one. Jones the rebound for Union Mine with 22 seconds to go and the foul. Or check that, that's out of bounds.
Ooh.
That's going to go to Bella Vista.
Just need a bucket. Just need a bucket. They're definitely. Keeler's their defender. Nope. They're the guys by Paige Hackman.
Point shot.
I think she wanted that one. She wanted to talk about that one after the game.
16 seconds to go. I think I just heard them
foul.
say hold
Foul.
it. Oh, they do call the foul. It looked like Union Mine was just poised to pass
they're
that
just
one
gonna
around and
hold
let
it.
the clock run out.
Yeah, absolutely. Which should be a good play. Now, I mean, they're not going to be shooting. They're not. Oh, yeah, they are shooting. That is 5. You're right, Carson.
And this is Camden Keeler at the line.
Some direction by her dad, telling her how to shoot free throws, but it didn't work.
1 of 2, but now Union Mine
Don't
controls the rebound, and a foul on the sideline is going to send Adriana Cavallaro to the line.
Getting a little chippy out there, and let's just hope. Got about 5 seconds left on this game, but I mean, the Broncos fought hard. Union Mine, as you mentioned, as we've been talking about all game, definitely hit their free throws. So, except there, they didn't hit their free throw right there. But most of the time, most of the game, they did.
They hit their free throws, and Bella Vista scored 2 points in the second quarter.
That's it. Not going to win many championships like that. Unlucky.
1 of 2 for Cavallero. She hits 10.
Get in there.
As Tomei floats that one. The clock is not even running.
No.
So they pick it up. They start it now.
Don't foul. Don't foul. Don't foul.
Brianna Cavallero is going to pass it over to Sydney Jones. Time is going to expire, and this one has come to an end as the Broncos fall on their home court in their final game before Christmas. The final score tonight, 49-37 in favor of Union Mine. So Union Mine improves to 3-8 on the year. The Broncos fall to 4-8 themselves, and it's going to be a break now, and then a tournament next Friday, Saturday, and the following Monday for Bella Vista, and so hopefully they will find the opportunity playing in those 3 games to kind of iron out the wrinkles that still need to be ironed out.
Absolutely. That's what this preseason, pre-league games are for. Figure out your identity, figure out what you're going to do. They have a lot of season left, so they got to keep their head up. They got another game here coming up, as you mentioned already, another tournament that's going to be a challenge too. So,
just saw Ava Jensen hop over to through the handshake line. It's killing her not to be out there, and they really did miss her tonight. They missed her rebounding. They missed her scoring.
Absolutely, yeah. Her, 14 rebounds a game, almost 20 points a game. That was duly missed, but that's what practice is for. Now they're going to figure out who that next person up is going to be, and they have some time to do that. They have some practice here coming up this next week, and I'm looking to see who's going to step up.
Well, and one of the things that Coach Stewart mentioned that she needed to see rebounding from Emma Givens, and she challenged Emma Givens and Paige Hackman to get more rebounds in the absence of Ava Jensen, and they're not going to have Ava for the tournament. They hope to have her back by the 8th of January for the league opener against Ponderosa. That is obviously still a bit of a question mark.
Right.
We'll see how the recovery goes.
Right.
If you asked Ava Jensen, she'd want to play next week.
Absolutely. Yeah, you're not going to keep her down, and I know she'll definitely tackle recovery head on and hopefully get back. That's good news, though, that hopefully it's this season.
Ellie Tomei finished with 16 points for Bella Vista. She's averaging nearly 19 points per game. So that's a bounce back for her after being stymied by that West Park defense on Tuesday and scoring just those 5 points. The remaining scoring for Bella Vista, 8 points from Emma Givens. She turned in a solid performance, and she did rise to the challenge to get those rebounds. Then it's 3 points for Bridget Nielsen, 3 points for Paige Hackman. Paige Hackman got a few rebounds, and again continues her reputation as a disruptible force.
Yep.
Forcing the turnovers, and of course she continues her reputation as a basketball thief.
Right.
So, which
absolutely.
is again a compliment. So,
for sure.
And you won't get arrested for that either. So, you see it happening at times on the defensive side, and getting the rebounds. For Bella Vista, it's just finding that scoring outside of Ellie Tomei, and they were getting that with Ava Jensen. They need someone else to step up. Emma Givens did add the 8 points tonight, but they need others to kind of build that score line a little bit.
Right, absolutely. Basketball is about it's a team sport, obviously, but to your point, having one person, scoring a majority of the points is not a recipe for wins. So I know, as you said, somebody else needs to step up off ball and make some shots.
We are going to talk with Coach Stewart here in a few moments. After she is done talking with her team and sending them off to the Christmas break, although you do mention that they'll be still seeing a lot of each other because there will be some practices going on. I'm sure there may be a weekend practice and certainly one on Monday. My guess is Tuesday, maybe, but that's also Christmas Eve, so
for sure.
So we'll see. But you got to get your opportunities in for practice when you can. Kira Wooden leads the way for the Union Mine Diamondbacks. 16 points tonight. She was just incredible on the floor and at the free throw line. Adriana Cavallero, she finishes with 10 and did overtake her sister, so she's going to have the bragging rights heading into Christmas. She gets the place of honor at the Christmas dinner table and gets to brag to all the relatives because she had one more point than Brianna, who had 9. 8 points for Sydney Jones and 5 for Eliza Hodnett and 3 for Camden Keeler. That rounds out the scoring for the Union Mine Diamondbacks. So we mentioned that the Broncos boys team tonight, they defeated Union Mine on the road and 59-56, and then it's Union Mine here over Bella Vista 49-37. So I guess in the way it worked out with BV and Union Mine, it was a good day for the road teams today.
Yeah, absolutely.
And so that's how that plays out. Both the Bronco boys and girls will be in tournaments next weekend. The Bronco boys will be on Thursday, Friday, and Saturday, so the conventional days for the tournament. The Lady Broncos in their tournament, it's going to be Friday, Saturday, and the following Monday. Then we turn around, we hit New Year's, and our next broadcast here on BV Live Sports will be the boys game on Friday, January 3rd. We close out Christmas break, and we will see the Antelope Titans in a non-league matchup, the final game before league. So that's Friday, January 3rd at 7:15 right here on BV Live Sports. The next girls broadcast is going to be on the 15th, Wednesday, January 15th, as the Falcons of Christian Brothers, now a league opponent for Bella Vista in the Capital Valley Conference. They will come calling. We'll get to see Gabriella Devlin and then her teammates too,
right,
who also
absolutely.
contribute. And we'll see how that one plays out. But so that'll be Christian Brothers at Bella Vista on Wednesday, January 15th. Bella Vista girls team is going to start off with, I think, 3 straight games on the, or 2 or 3 games on the road before they play Christian Brothers in league play. So we'll see them on the 15th. So we're looking forward to all of that action that we will have for you as well. Want to remind you that you can get updates on our upcoming broadcast schedules and other information about Bella Vista Sports by checking out our Facebook page, facebook.com BV Live Sports, and see that little QR code on your screen. Take your smartphone, go ahead and scan that. That'll take you right to the Facebook page. Go ahead and give us a like on Facebook. You'll be notified every time we post something. We do post the links once they get set up. We post them right there on Facebook. So when it's game time, you can just go right there, tap the link, and it'll take you right to the channel on YouTube, and you can watch us watch the game here on BV Live Sports. So check us out on Facebook and tell your friends, tell your neighbors all about us.
Yep.
Let them know, especially if you have friends and relatives of your son or daughter that plays for Bella Vista. That maybe live outside the area. Let them know about us, because they can watch. They can watch your their loved ones play as well on right here on BV Live Sports. It's a lot of fun to be able to do this. Technology has advanced quite a bit to where we can put something like this together, and we can
do a great job.
We can. Well, I have a lot of great help. So
now, I can't wait for you to do other sports, lacrosse, wrestling. It's fun to watch. I mean, I gave him a like on, or I gave you a like on Facebook, and
all right,
definitely, I mean, it's great. Honestly, it's just fantastic that our school has this opportunity of BV Live. Not a lot of schools do. It's fun. It's enjoyable. George does a great job. So give it a like.
I really do enjoy doing the lacrosse games.
Yeah, they're fun.
Yeah.
Yeah, and now you got Aaron. He's going to come out to some of our tryouts and learn the game a little bit, and then so he'll be able to add that much more of a perspective.
And he was pretty good as it
was.
Oh,
he's great.
So,
he's great. Yeah, for
and of
sure.
course,
and his daughter
Sadie.
Yeah.
Of course, on the lacrosse team and ready to go back at it again
Oh, yeah.
this year. And
Yeah, we're playing a lot of fall ball and, winter ball, and now it's going to be springtime before we know it.
And then there's that Julia Thomas kid.
She's a good player. We're lucky to have her, too. Speaking of being lucky to have something, yeah, she's an amazing player.
You got Regan Silvers. So,
Yep.
I mean, lots of great stuff going on
Yep.
with the lacrosse program. We'll be seeing more of the lacrosse program. Advanced planning for you folks. We're going to have every single home game of both the boys and the girls this year here on BV Live Sports when we hit lacrosse, just like we're doing with basketball. And I was talking with somebody the other day about how lacrosse and basketball, those types of sports, and if I were to be able to carve out, maybe we could extend the week to like 9 days and 36 hours a day, and maybe we could do some soccer. Those are sports where there's multiple games during the week, and then there's football, which is great. I love football, but we get 5 home games.
Right. It goes fast, right?
And it does. It does. And by the way, speaking of football, best of luck to Coach Jason Ott, as he has been named the head coach of the Bronco football program, as Jim Gray is now retired. So we'll look forward to working with Coach Ott as we come into the second half, or the next football season. We are waiting for Coach Stewart. We do want to get her thoughts on the game tonight, and also for Bella Vista as they head into the tournament next weekend, and then also get ready for league play. And again, we'll be watching as well to see how the recovery works for Ava Jensen. You look at the game tonight, and obviously you go with the players that you have, and that is the case for any team. Injuries are a part of the game, and it's never an excuse, but it is fair to speculate what could have happened. Do they only score 2 points in the second quarter if Ava Jensen's there hauling down rebounds and finishing possessions?
And such a critical position, too, a high percentage shot, down low. We missed that presence. And you're right. I mean, could that quarter have been completely different? It could have been, absolutely. But we'll see. I mean, somebody else can do that same skill set, too, on our team, and they'll be able to step up and do that. I'd like to see Emma Givens play. I mean, would she have 8 points? That's a great adjustment for her. Great opportunities for her. Ellie can keep shooting the ball like she can, but Emma and Mackenzie Dean can get rebounds, and Paige Hackman can get rebounds. So
the Broncos, they lose this one by 12. They were outscored in the second quarter, 18-2. If it's 18-10, to 10, that's 8 more points. You're a lot closer down the stretch, and who knows what could have happened at that point.
Yeah.
And so, it's just one of those fluke things, and it happens in basketball. I'm sure that the Broncos have been on the winning side of that happening.
Right.
And
for sure. Yeah, it's part of sports, right? There's always a winner. There's always a loser. But there's really no such thing as a loss. Like you just play your game and then you can learn from it. There's really no such thing as a loss. So I know that that's what the Broncos will do. I have a feeling with the amount of time they're taking that there's going to be some tears probably. But let's hope not. I don't think anybody should be hanging their head at all this early in the season. There's a lot of season to go.
Well, and if there are tears and if there are conversations that are happening, it's because they care.
It's because they care, absolutely.
They want to play well. I mean, there's a reason why these players turn out to play basketball. They love the game.
They
want to play the game.
Who doesn't,
they
right?
want to
it's an
play
amazing
hard.
game.
And they know it's a team sport.
Right,
and,
for sure.
And certainly I've seen it as a coach, when you have players that think they've made the right pass, but the person on the receiving end of the pass maybe was not paying attention, or maybe it was deflected away. And sometimes it's so easy to get frustrated.
It is, and it's such it's so easy to get frustrated in basketball. Plus, it's really easy to get on losing streaks in basketball because there's so many games, and you just lose another one. You lose another one, but you got to have that mindset to just pick yourself up and play again. And yeah, I mean, it's just such a fast game. There's a lot of plays. What do we probably have? 40, 50 plays in a game. Like, you can't hang your head on one play. You can't hang your head on one mistake. And I'm not saying the Broncos or Union Mine are doing that at all, but I'm just saying as a in general about basketball, you got to move on to the next one.
Well, yeah, you take a shot and you miss it, which is going to happen in basketball. You just got to forget it immediately.
Absolutely.
And
absolutely. That's why I enjoyed basketball so much, because my memory was not there ever, and I never remembered anything. So I was just always,
there you go.
always to the next one. It's always exciting for the next one.
You mean I missed 3 shots in the game?
Hey, I didn't even know.
I do remember that I made 4. You know,
I did. Oh, I remembered all the ones I made.
Yeah,
I didn't
the
remember.
selective memories. That's what we're talking about. Yeah. Well, that's really easy to. That's really easy to do. I don't. You know.
For sure.
So, as a broadcaster, I remember the close games, the tight games, the football game I did once that was 73-71 in triple overtime.
Oh my gosh, that's fun.
Yeah, I think the defenses took the day off that day. Although it was a defensive stand on a 2-point conversion in the overtime that secured the win for Shasta College that day.
Holy cow,
in Merced.
that's amazing.
That was 1998.
Wow.
Future CFL Hall of Famer Ricky Ray was the quarterback for Shasta College that day, and they beat
That's
Merced
a football name right there.
73-71 in triple overtime. That's
amazing.
That was something.
Wow.
So some some memories that do just kind of.
Yep. The points.
Kind of
yeah. I can't think of any games where there were 0-1. You know what I mean? You can't think of those losses. You just got to move forward. Maybe we're not going to get coach tonight.
Yeah, I mean, I think that she mentioned to Carson, because Carson was looking to talk to her, that she would come out after talking to the team. Is that it? Okay, so we don't know. Let's go ahead and check in with Carson.
So when I went to go over to talk to Coach Stewart about like a post-game interview, I was like, "Hey, Coach Stewart, you ready?" She very much like waved me off in kind of annoyance, and so it definitely seems like she's definitely not happy right now, and maybe she might be down for a post-game, but it's looking like she's going to take the time to really talk to her girls after this game.
It looks like they are emerging. Well, we will not. Obviously, it had to have been a frustrating game for Coach Stewart, so we will not. We will respect the wishes, and
for sure.
And we'll just go ahead and close out. So just taking a look at some upcoming schedules. Bella Vista, they're at the Roseville tournament. The boys are next week, and they will open up the tournament against Patterson. And then just taking a look at the, we'll see where we are with the girls team here, and we'll look at their schedule and just find out what the name of the tournament is. It's called the West Park Winter Classic. So they're headed over to West Park in Roseville, and they will be taking on Del Oro Friday.
That's a tough competition
on
right there.
The 27th. So that'll get get everything underway for the Broncos in their tournament. So a couple of good matchups, couple of good tournaments coming up next weekend for both Bronco teams. And then, of course, we will be seeing you again in the new year. We want to thank you for tuning in tonight. Our producer, JT Stewart, our camera operator and sideline reporter, Carson Allen. Now speaking for Scott Hackman, I'm George Tharlson. 49-37 is the final score. The Union Mine Diamondbacks win this one over Bella Vista. Thank you for tuning in. Have a Merry Christmas, everyone, and we'll talk to you in 2025.